Hello! I hope that you've all been doing very well and have been taking care of yourselves as best as you can. Today I'm going to show you how to make these simple little journals using items already found in most homes. So pretty much all we need is some tea, water, paper, and string, or a needle and thread, whichever you prefer. So before we start, I just wanted to show you some examples of sheets that I'd already stained, as it's an easy way to create a variety of different sheets to be used in your journals. This page in particular is one of my favorites as it reminds me of a wood grain pattern. All I did to achieve this effect was to briefly place sheets of paper in tea, or by just kind of coloring the pages with a tea bag. But let me know if you'd like me to elaborate further in another video, as I'd be more than happy to do that if need be. Some have fairly even coloring, while others I did a bit messier and tried to give an aged look. To achieve a weathered effect, gently crumple your paper before staining it. Just be careful not to crinkle it too much, or you may end up with tears like these ones, but I still like the way they look. Another fun idea is to use the tea like an ink. You'd use it to paint designs or add words and sigils to the background in a nice and subtle way. I tested this by using my hand, and I actually really like how it turned out. Of course, you could also use stamps, although you should expect it to be fairly messy due to it being so much thinner than regular stamping ink, from like an ink pad. You can play around with different types of tea, as well as coffee and other things for various shades and colors. It can be a little tricky to predict exactly how it's going to react on paper and how it's going to dry, so just experiment and have fun with it. Once you have all of your pages stained and dried, you're ready to assemble some journals. Firstly, you'll have to decide which size you want to make your notebooks. Or you can just do what I did and just kind of go by the paper size that you're using, and skip the measuring altogether. So now I'm going to briefly explain how I assembled my books. You can of course measure out your desired size, but I just started by folding the pages in half and then cutting along the folded line. By doing this, we'll ensure that all the pages are the same size. Once you have all your pages cut, gather any doilies or other materials that you'd like to add in as well. However, this is of course optional and not a necessary step. As you can see, I decided to just make some smaller journals and also added some craft paper as well as a few doilies and such. You could also use a variety of other materials such as wax paper, tissue paper, tracing paper, newsprint, old music sheets or letters, wrapping paper or packaging, nearly anything that you can write on. This project is exceptionally great for utilizing scraps, souvenirs, and just recycling in general. Simply fold the pages in half, open the booklet to the center, and carefully poke however many holes you'd like into the crease. You could also use a needle and thread to sew the spine of your book as I did with this one. To keep it simple, I'd suggest poking 2 holes and then threading through some string and just tying a bow on the outside of the book. It's very easy and it also looks so darling. And that's about it. Now you're all done and have an adorable and one-of-a-kind notebook made by you and just for you. There's endless possibilities for how to use these journals, but of course if you need some ideas, examples, let me know and I can totally do another video on that, as I have filled so many journals throughout my life. I actually filled one of these ones with some quotes and uploaded a little flip through last year, which will be linked below. And yes, unfortunately, I did film this almost 2 years ago now. I am so sorry, but here it is. I hope that you all enjoyed this simple little tutorial and have fun making and filling your own special little journals. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.